Hey guys, welcome to Guitar 37, and today I'm reviewing this, which is the DC Multiverse Shazam action figures. Really blessed, really cool to find this thing today. It was really weird with this multiverse wave, because usually the multiverse waves are announced before they hit the store, but this one just hit the store. Like, I'm sure it was announced, but like we hadn't seen anything from it before it just started showing up in stores. So really cool and kind of a nice surprise. But we got a nice clear view of it in box. We got this really cool picture over here, Shazam written there, the movie logo there. We have the DC Multiverse logo. I love the new packaging. I've talked about that a lot, but I really do like the new blue packaging. We have the same picture in the movie logo again, and the same logo, or the same picture up here, and we have a bio, and we have the other characters in the wave, which is only one other character. I believe this is the first ever DC Multiverse movie wave to just be two characters and not a collect and connect. Usually all the other waves have those, but I'm guessing maybe because Mattel's losing the licensings and there's not a lot of characters in this film, I'm guessing that's why we're not gonna get a whole huge wave for this. But still, really cool that we got the main character and the main villain. So let's open this up. So here we have him, and as you can see, I think he looks really good. I think this might be one of the best multiverse movie figures, and just one of the best multiverse figures in general. The head sculpt on this guy is absolutely amazing. It definitely looks a lot like Zachary Levi, and yeah, they just did a really good job with that. And even the expression too, the raised eyebrow, I think that's really awesome. And just the kind of smirk, it looks a lot like him. The hair is really nice too. They did a great job with that, how it's molded and kind of comes back on the sides. It's kind of a shame that Multiverse Mattel is losing the line to DC on the licensings, because this is definitely a huge improvement on some of the past Multiverse figures. Also, the Aquaman wave was a lot like that, where it was a big improvement on some of the other stuff. So it's a big shame to kind of see them losing it now that they're really getting good at it. But yeah, the facial sculpt is really good for this. I also love the detail on the emblem. It looks really nice. It's this bright yellow, and it's a little strange, but it looks like it's illuminating a little bit, so I think that works with it. So I really like that they went with that, and it's also got these gold which goes around, looks really nice, helps create the lightning, and you can see the details on the little buttons there that hold the cloak. And you can see his hood. It does not come up, but it's still cool that they included the hood. It's got these little detellings and writings that go around it, all around the cape and the edges, and it just looks pretty neat. It's a nice little detail that they put on there, and I like how it kind of sections in there too, and the creases on this is nice. The suit also has these little textures and indents that go all around it, and it looks really cool. I love how they have the little texturing all over this. I also really like how the red on his arm cuts through the gold, just like in the actual movie suit. I think that's pretty neat, and then also on the boots too. But yeah, the texture and indents is just really nice on these and really cool. And one really cool thing about it to me is just how consistent it is. Like, you don't go down here and it's like different from up here. It's all consistent with the flow of the suit. The belt is also really cool, just like the gloves and down here on the boot. The red and gold cuts in, so it looks really awesome. And just like the film one, I also like these little white textures on the side of the glove. I think that is really cool. Well, not really a glove, but more of a gauntlet. Sorry about that. But yeah, and also like how the lightning bolt cuts down here on the side of the boot. It just looks really nice, and the gold they used is also really good too. It's like a metallic gold and armory. Oh wow, this is just really good. And again, it's such a shame that they're losing the license now, because they're really starting to make these look really nice, and I like the lines too. So yeah, in terms of articulation, you got a 360 at the head. You can look up and down. Good range of movement in there. 360s at the arm, and they swing out the shoulder. You have a 360 at the bicep. Double jointed elbow, 360 at the wrist, and they're on hinges. You have a 360 kind of like abdomen style thing where you can move it around, and torso articulation. This is not something that the other multiverse figures have ever featured, so, well, I don't know if they've ever featured this. I don't think they have. So this right here is a really big improvement, and again, just like the detail, the articulation is really starting to improve on these guys. The legs come forwards, backwards, and outwards. You have a 360 at the thigh, double jointed knees, which are really nice. the boot moves up and down, or the feet move up and down. I don't really think they pivot, but they do move up and down, which is nice. They kind of pivot a little bit. And also the double jointed elbows. I don't think that's anything any of the previous Multiverse figures ever had. So getting those are really nice. Yeah, and in terms of accessories, you just get a pair of alternative hands. Actually, you get 2 pairs of alternative hands. You get like the style of these grip hands, and then you get these flying hands, which I think are pretty cool, to be honest. And they allow for different styles and poses, but mainly like flying or just saluting. These kind of hands are kind of like almost like the speedster phasing hands. Essentially, it's the exact kind of same thing with flying hands too, but they're really nice and they give you a lot of different poses, so I always like them. And the grip hands are really nice as well, and the fisted hands. So yeah, overall, I think this is really great and just definitely worth picking up. And really quickly want to show off a comparison. Here I have the DC Multiverse Aquaman movie wave Aquaman, which was also a really good figure. And again, just to show you, this one had an ab crunch, none of like the kind of waist thing that they've done here. It did turn at the waist, but this one, how they've added that is really nice, and also single joint, so definitely a big change in Multiverse, but they definitely look really great with each other. And if you collect the DCU ones, I definitely recommend picking this up. And lastly, here's comparison with the Marvel Legends Captain Marvel. And man, it's really crazy that we're getting 2 Captain Marvel type character movies this year. And if you're not familiar with that, Shazam used to be called Captain Marvel. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, if not everyone, is aware of that fact by now, but still just throwing that out there. And these two look really cool together, by the way. So thanks for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.